Hello, this tutorial will teach you how to use Google Docs. Please open up a new tab. I recommend going into Chrome and typing in google.com. Go to the account that you would like to use. Click on your waffle, which are also your Google apps. Find Docs. Right here is where you have the template gallery. And you can see all of the different options that Google has created for you. Some of them are add-ons. Take the time to get to know what templates they offer, so when you're doing a project, you know what is already preset for you. In the template gallery, you can either choose one or you can just click a blank option. If you decide that you don't want this template or the blank option, you just click right back on that left side and go back to Docs Home, and that will give you the options again. If you're looking for something, you just click right up here in the search bar and you type in the document that you're looking for. So if I was looking for a specific lesson, I would type in lesson, and it would give me my top results as well as my recent documents. While I'm typing lessons in here, it gives me different options as well. I'm going to click on the blank option. I'm going to title it Fake. When you click up where the title is, you can click right in it and it will copy exactly what you've written first. You can't change it and then expect to go back in and click it. It's not going to update like that. It only updates the first time. If I want to, after I title my document, the next best thing to do is to make sure it's in the location you want it to be. So you're going to click right here where it says Move, and you're going to create a new folder, and I'm going to title it Fake Folder. I'm going to click the checkbox. It's going to tell me that my folder is empty and there's nothing in it because I just created it. I'm going to go ahead and move it here. Now let's say that I want to share it with someone so we can both work on my fake document. I'm going to click the share button. You can see right here the share button, there's a lock sign. This tells me that right now it's private. I'm the only person that can see this. When I click the share button, I'm going to go ahead and I can either type in a certain person that I want it to go to if they're in my contacts, or if I have a previous group that's already set up, I can share it with that group so I don't have to type in each person's email. The easiest option to me is to go ahead and click on copy link. Right here it's restricted, so only people with the link can open it, and I'm going to change that to anyone with the link. Right here, this drop-down menu gives me options. This viewer means they can see it, exactly what it says, they can comment on it, or they can actually make changes to it. Google changed it. It used to have an eye and a pencil. I did like the icons because it was very easy to see, but this is an update that they did. So viewing it, you can comment on it, or you could actually edit it. So I'm going to leave my viewing options to viewer, so anyone with the link can view. Now if you're in a school setting, this one will have another option, and it'll say anyone in your school district can see it. So if it's for the kiddos, I would definitely go to the school option, but if it's going to be for kiddos or parents, I would definitely open it up to anyone with the link. And depending on your school's restrictions, I would just leave that as anyone with the link. And I'm going to click on Done. So now you can see my option up here has changed, and this says anyone with a link can access, and it shows a person and it shows a link icon instead of having just the lock sign. You can see right here it's updated in real time, so it says last edit was made 3 minutes ago, and it automatically saves to the cloud. You don't have to worry about clicking the save button like in Microsoft Word, in old school Microsoft Word. I know they have the options for it to save online now. I'm going to go through these different icons. This is to undo, redo, to print, spelling and grammar check. This is paint format. I'm not sure about this, so I can't go over that. This will change the size of your screen. This option gives you just a heading option to where you can change the format and it automatically presets it. This would be useful if you're doing maybe like an outline or something. This would be different font options. It's nice because it gives you your recent options at the top. This is going to be your font size, your normal bold, italic, underline. This is the text color, so you can change the color of your text. This is to highlight, and this is if you want to insert a link. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So I'm going to put text, and I'm going to type in learn about molecules. Sorry about that. I'm going to open up a new tab. And I am going to find a website that talks about whatever the topic is. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to copy it by clicking Command C on a Mac or Control C if you're on a PC. Then I'm going to put the link right into there. You can see when I click in there, it went to the last link that I had. You can check it out by clicking this link to open in a new tab, which I already have it open, or I can just paste it right in there. I'm going to go ahead and just click it because it's there. You can paste it in by clicking Control V as in violin, or Command V as in violin if you are on a Mac. And I'm going to click the option Apply. Do you see how it automatically highlighted the website that you want to go to and turned it into a hyperlink? This is if you want to add a comment. Let's say you were working on something together. And I'm going to say, this is a great document. I'm going to go ahead and click comment, and then whoever's collaborating with me can see. Let's say that I told somebody to do something that I was working on, and I said, hey, you know what, why don't you change the page setup to a different color? Whenever they finish doing that, they can click resolve so that we can know that that comment is done. You can open the comment history so you can see everything. And then let's say somebody else has a different idea and they're saying, no, please change it to yellow. It's going to open it back up so that everybody can see those. You can turn on your notifications for your emails so that you can know that there are comments that were changed, which is very helpful when working on a document together. Right here you can insert an image. So we can insert an image from a computer, we can search the web, we can get it from our drive, which is another tutorial, from your photos by a URL, which is the website, or by using the webcam. I'm going to go ahead and upload from the computer because I know earlier I saved something off the internet. And guess what? This right here allows you to change where your picture is set up. There's different options. You can just play around with it. Size and rotation, if you want to get real specific with your images. This is something good to know. If you want the words to go around it, that would be your wrap text. But it gives you images here. The position of it, if you want to recolor it. And if you want to change the transparency, the brightness, and I mean, these are really cool when working with a document that you do have these type of options. I'm going to click resolve so I have a bigger part of my screen. This is your justification, your line spacing, numbering, bulleted list, indentions, and then clear the formatting. The clear formatting option would be good if you're copying and pasting, let's say, something in from a Word document or from an email. And the reason is they don't really talk to each other well because they're different platforms. So sometimes when you paste it in, you can highlight it. If it looks ugly, you just highlight it and click the clear formatting option. Here's the shortcut. It shows you right there with the command sign. Those are just all of the shortcuts. Over here, you're going to have any of your Google stuff that can coincide whatever you want it to allow. I have my calendar, my keep option, and my tasks option on there. I can get rid of those by hiding the side panel, or if I want to bring them back, they're right there. Remember, you can get back to your Docs home here. If you want to start the document because it's something that you're going to be continuously working on. If you want to change the location of it in your Google Drive. If you want to comment, and this is your sharing option. Let's go ahead and go through the other stuff. Here's your file. It also gives you the option to share again here. If you want to make a new document, it gives you the option. Google it's very user-friendly, so there's many options to do the same thing. Let's say that somebody sends you something and you want to make a copy of it because you don't want to edit theirs, or they didn't give you permission to edit theirs. Obviously, make sure you're paying attention to copyright. But if you have their permission to go in and make some changes and they just sent you a hard copy, you're going to click on File, Make a Copy. When you do that, it's going to prompt you to rename it. You can change the folder that it's in. You can share it with the same people. And if you want to copy the comments and suggestions because you're going to continue working, you would click here. File has many different options. You can download it. You can email it as an attachment. Sending a copy to yourself, you can type in the message. Or if you don't want it to save as an attachment, you can just include the content right into your email. And then you would click send. Many times there's an option to make available offline. I'm not sure why mine isn't highlighted right now, but that would be if you know you're going to travel and you're going to be working on it in your car without the hotspot or without a Wi-Fi option, you would click here. This version history is really cool because you can see the differences, the changes that were made. So in case if you lost all of your work, you could go ahead and name your current version, and then you could see the version history. This would be very useful in the classroom in case somebody does something or they accidentally delete it. You can always go back and you can see those changes. As you can see, the changes are not very often because I wasn't working on it, but it does save pretty frequently. You can change it to only show your named version. I haven't named anything, so it's not going to show. And then I'm going to get back to my original document by clicking the back arrow. You can rename your document, you can move it, you can add a shortcut to your drive, put it in the trash, or publish it to the web if you want it to remain how it is. So when you publish it to the web, if you make any changes, you're going to have to get back on and make sure that you unpublish it, make your changes, and then republish it. You can do a language. Page setup is very cool, and print option. Page setup, you can see right here, you can change the page color to anything that you'd like. Change your margins, change it from portrait to landscape as well. Your edit options, your view. I'm going to go over the next ones in the next tutorial. Thank you.